Welcome to the deep dive. We're grabbing a source, digging in and pulling out the key insights for you.
And today that source is Boericke's Homeopathic Materia Medica, a classic text for sure.
Yeah, and we're like zeroing in really tightly today.
Just one substance description within that huge work.
Exactly. Our mission really is to quickly unpack what Boericke tells us about something called Alumina Silicata.
Right. According to him, it comes from andalusite rock. It's a natural silicate of alumina, so roughly 63% alumina, 37% silica, give or take.
Okay, so let's get into what Boericke actually highlights. He talks about it being deep acting.
Deep acting, particularly for chronic stuff. And he stresses its main impact zone, the brain, the spine, and the nerves.
And what seems to really, jump out, he calls it a marked general symptom, is constriction.
Yes, that's a huge theme here. Constriction, not just vaguely, but specifically Boericke notes it for orifices and just generally throughout the body, like a tightening.
That feeling of tightness seems central then. He also mentions venous distension, like veins feeling full.
Yeah, full enlarged veins. And significant weakness too, specifically spinal weakness is highlighted.
Okay, so weakness, fullness, but also some more active sensations.
Definitely. Things like aching and burning, especially in the spine. And formication, that creepy crawly feeling on the skin.
Like insects crawling, right.
Exactly. Plus numbness and pain shooting through the limbs.
It even lists quite serious things like epileptiform convulsions in the source material. And this odd thing, feeling cold during the pains.
Yeah, that's a peculiar detail. Then looking at specific areas, he mentions brain congestion and interestingly constriction of the scalp.
There's that constriction theme again. It keeps popping up.
It really does.
And head pain. That's better from heat and sweating.
Correct. Then symptoms in the eyes like pain, flickering, frequent cory eyes too.
Like constant cold symptoms, inflammation in the nose.
Even swelling and ulceration there.
And lower down respiratory stuff.
Yeah. Catarrh of the chest is mentioned. That's inflammation with mucus buildup. Pain, a raw feeling. Chest weakness too, stitching pains.
Oh, and a specific type of cough.
A spasmodic cough. Yes, producing expectoration that's described as purulent, so containing pus and viscid, thick, sticky stuff.
Right. And the limbs. Does it echo the general picture?
It does. Heaviness, jerking, numbness again, aching, pain. It reinforces those themes.
And the skin, the formication returns.
Explicitly mentioned along the course of nerves, yeah. Veins felt as full, distended, skin sore to touch, sore to pressure. It paints quite a picture.
Okay, but crucially, the modalities. This is where the source tells you what makes it all shift. Right?
Absolutely critical context. What makes things worse? What makes them better, according to Boericke?
So this source says symptoms are worse from cold air after eating and from standing up.
Correct. Worse from cold, eating, standing.
And better. Completely the opposite, it seems.
Pretty much. Better from warmth, from fasting, and from resting in bed. Quite clear contrasts.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap this deep dive into Boericke on Alumina Silicata. We got its origin from andalusite.
Its noted action. Brain, spine, nerves.
That really strong theme of constriction.
And all those specific sensations, the burning, the formication, the numbness.
Right, capped off by those very clear opposing modalities. Worse cold, better warmth, worse standing, better rest.
So here's something for you, the listener, to maybe think about drawing just from this source material. When you see a description like this in a Materia Medica,
Yeah.
with such a, precise collection of sometimes intense symptoms, formication along nerves, that specific venous fullness paired with these really starkly opposite triggers like warmth making it better and cold making it worse. What does that level of detail suggest to you about how this substance is being viewed and presented within this particular system of medicine? What kind of understanding does it point to?
It definitely leaves you with a very distinct image to ponder. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.